Welcome back. You are about to see everything I sold in the month of February 2024. Here's all the clips, and then at the end, I'm going to share with you all the statistics, how much I listed, how much profit I made, and a bunch of other things. So this is a great courses set. Includes the course book and then the DVDs with all the lectures on. This is brand new. It's still shrink wrapped from the factory. And this I sold for $15. And then I have some vintage vacuum bags. There's a date on here of 73, though these could be after 73, but they are old vacuum bags. Now the thing I've noticed with vacuum bags is that you can get them at a thrift store a lot of times on discount because they haven't sold. Not that there isn't a demand for them. There are people out there still using these vacuums because they were built to a different level of quality than our vacuums are today, and they can be repaired. But the thing is, you had to be a very specific person, you know, to be in that specific thrift store that happens to have these specific bags you need. So that's why I can often get them pretty cheap, and then I can sell them. So I think I probably paid 50 cents for these bags. And it's brand new, unopened. And I sold these for $18.99. This is a pre-owned vintage hardcover book. It's got a little wear, but overall looks pretty good. There's an address label on it. And this I sold for $10.75. Then I have this set of DMC Pearl Cotton. So this is a size 3. It is not embroidery floss. And there are 39 skeins in here, new, unopened. And then there's a couple that are opened that I just threw in. So I sold this a couple months back, and they returned it because they didn't realize it was the size that it was. So, and now I have sold it again. It's had lots of watchers. Lots of interest both times, and this I sold for $50.35. So this is a brand new, like a mini backpack. I don't know how you say the brand name, but that is it. Got this at the Goodwill with the tag still on it. It's exotic blue. It's a really pretty color, and this I sold for $99. I paid $9.99 for this. This is 2 boxes of Centrum Minis Women Immune Support, 160 tablets, and these I sold for $12.99. I also have a CoverGirl Simply Ageless Instant Wrinkle Blurring Pressed Powder. This came out of a Wholesale Ninja's box, and this is shade Classic Ivory, and this I sold for $12.99. And an introduction to Christian apologetics. This is old. It's a vintage book. It's got some wear to it, some sun fading, but it still has some life in it. And this I sold for $13.75. This is a used paperback book called Jesus Wars by Philip Jenkins, pre-owned, but still in good condition. This I sold for $9. And then this is Typing Quick and Easy. It is a CD-ROM. I think it's for Microsoft products. Looks good. And this I sold for $9.45. These are 2 tubes of CoverGirl lipstick, metallic in shade 525, Ready or Not. And I sold these for $10. This is a paperback book, Living in the Spirit by George O. Wood, in very good, like new condition, and this I sold for $9. And then I also have a pre-owned DVD in good shape though, and this I sold for $8.25, and this is going to Canada. I have lost my voice, so I apologize. These I sold for $31.99. Oh, excuse my voice, it is gone. But we have this butter gloss, and that was sold for $11.90. And then this 1977 Wilma paperback, and that sold for $13.45. So I don't know if my voice has improved at all. I hope so. But I sold these zinc gummies. These are from Wholesales Ninjas. And I sold these for $10.15. This is a vintage paperback by Oswald Sanders. And I sold this for $8.15. So this book is called Reordering Your Day. Are you wondering when my voice will be back? Because I'm wondering that myself. So I did a little sale, a one-day sale, 5% off of items that were, I think, over $20. So this was listed for $27.25, but with the 5% off sale, I sold this for $25.89. It's in good condition, pre-owned. So here I have a lot of 4 Little Bear VHSs. You know, 3 of these are opened, and 1 is still sealed. So interesting thing with these VHSs is these were free. They were going to be thrown out. And turns out they're actually worth a little something. I sold these for $27. And then we have a 1964 hardcover, The Ministry of the Spirit. It's in good vintage condition. And this book I sold for $22.79. And I apologize, my voice is still not back. I'm trusting someday it will be. Wrinkled But Not Ruined by J.E. Adams. A pre-owned paperback in good condition. And this I sold for $13.25. This is a signed paperback book. Can God Do Today What He Has Done in Days Gone By? Very nice condition. And this I sold for $14. And then we have this little crewel kit. It's to make an animal doorstop. I think you put a brick inside of here, but really cute. New for 1972. Got all this stuff in there. And that I sold for $27.79. So we have 3 2-packs of little rompers. This is size 12 months. I've been selling these here lately. I've bought many of them back like August last summer. They were $2 a set, so it ended up being $1 per romper. Anyhow, so I spent $6 on these. Super cute. My Carters. This is 12-month size. And I sold these for $40.99. And actually, this individual has bought a couple other sets of sizes in these rompers. And I love rompers. They're so great. So great for little ones. And then we have 3 CoverGirl True Blend Minerals in shade Deep. And these I sold for $12.79. This is a Great Courses set, St. Augustine's Confessions, parts 1 and 2. So there's the course guidebook, and then the 2 DVDs, which have the different lectures on them. And this is new, and I sold this for $15.99. Then we have this super cute Winnie the Pooh collection. This is a counted cross stitch kit. It is the Honey Hunt, brand new. And this is actually pretty rare. I sold this for $39.99. And we have the Blade Saver thread cutter. So you use an old like rotary blade, and then you can use it to cut little pieces. turns out I have 2 of these new, and so I decided I would sell the color that I didn't care for as much as the other. So sold this for $21.99. And we have this old computer game, vintage, The Incredible Machine. Apparently this is pretty cool. Disc looks good. It's got the little booklet in there. And this is from 1995. This is actually going to the United Kingdom. So they had to pay a little extra to get it there. But I sold this for $16.99. We have a Younique Uology cleansing stick. I recently got a ton of Younique cosmetics and skincare at the Goodwill, and I actually did a video on this thrift haul, so I will try to link that here, or I will also put it in the description if you're interested in seeing that. But I got a ton of product. I'm just starting to get it listed on eBay, and this sold really quickly. This I sold for $15.99. All right, so we have here a Younique BB Flawless Complexion Enhancer. A little damage to the box, but brand new. This is in shade Cream. This is from that Younique lot that I did link hopefully a little ways back, and I also put the link in the description, so if you want to check that out. It was a great deal. But this I sold for $41.99. And then these are from Wholesale Ninjas. I'll also link that video in the description. Well, I guess maybe I'll link the playlist if I can. But this is Nature's Way Vitamin B6, 100 capsules. And I sold the 3 of these together for $15.99. Then this is a C&D creative nail polish. This I've had listed for a very long time. This I sold for $6.25. I'm not going to make very much on this at all, but I'm happy to send it on its way. A long time ago I sold many of these polishes. I got some different grab bags from a beauty supply store of discontinued things, and they were in there. And we have a pattern. Now this is pre-owned but unused. It's still factory folded and uncut, and this is a skirt pattern. And this I sold for $10.25. This is an e.l.f. putty bronzer. This did come from Wholesale Ninjas, and this I sold for $8. And then we have 2 CoverGirl Simply Ageless Instant Fix Advanced Concealer, also from Wholesale Ninjas. I believe this was from the time I bought 200 pieces of CoverGirl products for like super duper cheap. But anyways, I sold the 2 of these for $9.79. This is a CoverGirl Clean Invisible Pressed Powder in shade Soft Honey. This I sold for $10. And then we have a Younique Moodstruck Epic 4D One Step Fiber Mascara. And this I sold for $23.95. Another Younique item. This is the Lucrative Lip Gloss in shade Lucky. Does say that? There it is. This is a hardcover CSB study Bible in very good condition. Does have a little wear, but looks very nice. And this I sold for $25. This is the Younique Brow Obsession Palette, and this is in dark brunette black, and this I sold for $49.99. So I have another Moodstruck Epic 4D mascara by Younique, and this I sold for $23.95. And then I have 3 pre-owned paperbacks. It's a small book. They are in pretty good condition, not brand new, but very nice condition. And I sold these together for $12. Then we have an Indiana Jones t-shirt. This is in a size small, brand new, with tags. Picked these up at Walmart on clearance for like hardly anything. Sold this for $11. And another one of these Moodstruck Epic 4D mascaras. It must be a really great mascara. Maybe I should try it. So this was $23.95. This is a new Vera Bradley bag. It's the Hipster in pattern Hope Garden. I've had this listed for a while. Really cute, very nice. And this I sold for $60. Aren't these beautiful? So it's a set of 2 vintage oil paintings of like a sunrise or sunset with the ocean. And I love the vibrant colors in these. Now this one has a little damage to the frame, but otherwise looks good. They do not have an author, like no, not an author. They don't have, they're not signed by the artist, so I'm not sure. But these did not stay listed very long, just listed these. They might have made it 7 days, maybe 10 days, but no more than 10 as a listing. And I sold these for $159.99. Well, since we were talking about paintings, this is slightly off topic, but this is a painting I found thrift shopping, another oil painting. I have so many beautiful oil paintings that I have got at thrift stores. This one is signed H. Hunsaker for like incredible prices, and I really enjoyed decorating with them. I only sell them if I don't particularly care for the subject of the painting. So, I mean, I love the ocean, and I love sunrises, and I love sunsets, but I don't really have that going on anywhere. I did contemplate keeping those. But this one, the frame had some distress to it, and I actually repainted it. A lot of times, this like kind of filigree, whatever, is like a plaster on top of a wood frame. So you can see here, it was chipped off. And so the frame was actually kind of golden. Then where it chipped off here, it had a brown look. So what I did, and you can see here, here's another chip out. There's another. So what I did was I took the painting out and I re-spray painted the frame, and I did kind of like a bronzy spray paint, which I'll show you that. And then I put the painting back in. And I've done that many times, and I mean, it's not perfect, but you really can't tell unless you know, someone like me points it out to you. Here's all the damage on this frame. Here again, you can see, like, that's a nail that held the frame together. But I think I paid $10 for this oil painting, and I love it, and it's perfect for right here at this spot. All right, so I just sold 4 more of these, and I have no more. My price was like $1 less than like the going price. So I sold these 2 for the $43.99, or I'm sorry, $23.95. And then I was like, maybe I'd better raise my price a little, or double check and make sure I have this right. And it was in fact just $1 difference. But I raised the price like 50 cents, and then I sold these 2 to the same person. So these are 2 individual people, and then this is to one person. But must be that this Younique Moodstruck Epic 4D one-step fiber mascara is just a great product that has a lot of demand. Now I'm thinking maybe I should have tried it. But anyways, these are all gone. So I do have a lot more Younique cosmetics. I still don't even have them all listed, but these are gone. They went like hotcakes. This is really fun. Isn't this cool? Look at this print. Mushrooms right now are on their way back in. It's kind of like the new old thing that's back. This is a vintage from somewhere in the 60s tablecloth by a designer named Joan Stevens. It measures 32 inches by 48 inches. There is some wear to it. There's a couple little holes in it. But overall, you know, they could be mended in it. It's got a ton of life still left in it. Beautiful design. This I've had listed for quite some time. It has always had a bunch of watchers on it, and it has now sold. So I sold that for $58. We have a pre-owned vintage paperback Revelation. It does have some wear to it, has been around, but still very usable. And this I sold for $15.65. And also Wild Rescuers. This is, I believe, book 1 of the little series. And this is a hardcover, very nice condition, and it's signed by the author. So that's kind of neat. This I sold for $10.25. This I sold for... Okay, so you just saw all the footage, everything I sold. I had a pretty good month. Excuse this mess here. I am moving out of this room someday when my loft is finished, which is going to be my new office. So I'm like kind of packed, and then I've pulled things out. Anyways, it was supposed to be done in October, and it's February, so it's not. It's been challenging. Anyhow, so month of February, I sold 58 items, and I made a total profit of $791.16, which breaks down to $13.64 average profit per item. I listed 122 items. Was hoping for more than that, but that's as far as I got. I had 11, I'm sorry, I realized that this lighting is messing with things. And look, now there's even more of a mess. So there are some boxes. You see the boxes down below? That's stuff packed to go. And then on top is merchandise ready to be listed. And then on top of that are boxes that I'm keeping. Oof, oh my gosh. Anyways, hoped to have listed more than that, but that's what I got listed. I had 11 cosmetic items that were Younique cosmetics, and I'm going to link that video in the description. So I got this big Younique haul at the Goodwill, all new products, and I'm going to link the video in the description. I also flagged it somewhere in the video, but so you can get to it and watch it. Turns out those are a really profitable item for me. I sold 21 items from Wholesale Ninjas, which I will also link a Wholesale Ninjas video. I've purchased from them a couple times. They just kind of redistribute shelf pulls from drugstores. However, I don't think I'll be purchasing from them any longer. Their prices have gotten a lot higher, and I wasn't making a whole lot of profit on those items anyways. I enjoyed opening the boxes, and I ended up using a lot of the products, but I don't think I will be purchasing them anymore. They no longer have boxes with cosmetics included as part of the box, and I liked that. So anyways, 21 items were from Wholesale Ninjas. Now, just because there were 21 items doesn't mean it was 21 sales. So maybe I sold like 3 lipsticks together or 2 supplements. I sold 19 books. I do sell a lot of books. I haven't listed a whole lot of books recently, but I sell a lot of books, and I have books to list. Now, out of those 19 books, there were 17 listings. So there was maybe a set of 3 or a set of 2. But overall, a good percentage of my sales were books. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments, and I will see you again with my March video on my eBay sales.